words, just because there are compelling reasons, just because Judge Wapner would say, damn it, employer, you ought to hire this person. It doesn't work that way, right? So we're going to look at what can we do can push the envelope of compelling when other people are not doing it. We'll look at how to give a screener the tools to effectively present you to the decision maker. Anybody ever have that challenge? You work through the screener says, yes, I like you, but he or she doesn't have the ability to bring your validity, if you will, to the ultimate decision maker. Anybody been there before? So we'll look at that. And finally, how to leverage testimonials. We'll spend a lot of time on how do we get a good testimonial and how do we leverage it. A little bit about the Ethical Selling Institute. We provide programs in one area, how to pull ahead of the competition. By building what we call the ethical factor, and I'll talk a lot about this today, of trust, credibility, and partnership. How do we embed the ethical factor in crucial touch points that ultimately impact how you're perceived? We believe doing so results in a superior customer experience. How do we decommoditize? That's what we look at. How do we secure greater market share and our pricing? So what we do with companies is we look to decommoditize. How do we de-spreadsheet them? What we're going to do is apply the same model we've applied to companies to the job hiring, job interview process. And then our definition of selling is very broad. It's any interaction where one can walk away with perception of what you're about. I want to share this web-exclusive Newsweek, even if it's a couple years old. It really spoke to me, and I want to emphasize this last point. 2.5 million full-time jobs have evaporated. What they call now, we have a gig economy. Anybody heard that expression, the gig economy? What's a gig? Anybody in the back? What's a gig economy? Ronnie, for 5, yes. Now, have we rehearsed this at all, Ronnie?
No.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
No, in fact, you caught me quite by surprise.
What is a gig economy then?
Gigonomics is I'm going to do a gig and not have a real full-time job forever.
Well stated. Very good. Nicely done. I appreciate you taking my call at 3 this morning. Nicely rehearsed.
Yeah,
excellent.
Thanks.
Gig economy, we're going to go to gig. Anybody experiencing that? When before we had a long-time employment, now we're going contract to contract. So in other words, we have to sell ourselves every step of the way. So learning to sell you is a crucial component, more important now than perhaps ever before. All right, before we get into the model of differentiation and we talk about the ethical factor and how we apply it in the job interview process, we have to define what our pulling ahead or differentiation model is. Because without understanding the model, everything I say today won't make any sense. So I brought with me the ultimate training video on differentiation. Anybody here very familiar with corporate videos in their experience? Anybody very familiar with corporate videos? You know the average length of a corporate video, sir? You know what it is? We've done research. Too long? That was rehearsed too. Good. I said, no, I know that. Well, what do you think it is? The average length of a corporate video in America today? 23 minutes, all right? Let's dim the lights. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to do 23 minutes. I wouldn't do that to you. I believe I brought the ultimate differentiation video. It's 57 seconds long. That's it, all right? 57 seconds on differentiation. Go. Anybody know what it is? Back to the Future Part 1. It's a 1985 movie. Michael J. Fox, shipped back in time from 85 to 55. Here he is discovering 1955 for the first time.